Okay, yeah, so this is the very first devlog for some exploration I've been starting to do with OpenAI and um, some of the stuff, the thinking I've been thinking around this. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep these like under 5 minutes. The idea is that I'm only spending, like a couple hours a week just doing some exploration, but want to keep this at like, I'm not gonna edit these. Just gonna keep it under 5 minutes, keep it sustainable so I can just kind of dash off my thoughts. So, anyways, this first vlog will be about kind of what's inspiring me to even do this exploration. Um, if you've known me for a while, you know one of my favorite games that I always recommend people to play is A Dark Room. In A Dark Room, it's this text-based browser game, and it's an idle game, so it's meant to be, left open in a tab, and you accumulate resources. It's kind of like an RPG, and you're seeing me play it again for the second time here. It starts off really small. It starts off with like you're in an empty room and you can stoke the fire by adding a wood. And this is like the update. The fire is burning, the room is warm. And then over time, as the game evolves, you're getting access to, new events and new characters, and new buildings. And the game actually opens up really crazy. You start off with a village and you build these huts and you gather wood and check your traps, and you start getting villagers, and the villagers you can delegate to do things like, go to the armory and go hunt, all this, and trap trap animals and stuff. And basically, whatever you do, whatever they end up doing, they'll accumulate more resources. And then eventually, this is kind of a minor spoiler, but it happens about a quarter of the way through the game. You unlock a compass, and basically, once you unlock a compass, you can start embarking into the world. And then there's this crazy big world where like you're here, and there's like these outposts, there's trees, there's cities. I will get further into it because, like, I do recommend anyone to just play this game, A Dark Room. I'll link to it in the description. Play this game. Um, and yeah, anyway, basically what really blew me away about this game when I first played it, like, I don't know, 8 years ago, was that just with some basic text and interactions, like it really gives you a sense that there's like a whole world to explore in a way that I had never really felt since, honestly, since the first time I played Zork as a teenager. I felt it a couple times in, Final Fantasy, some of those games when you play RPGs on the consoles. And anyway, really crazy. And you just feel like there's a whole world to explore. And so basically, I've been thinking about, you know, with AI, like, what are some things we could do that can be done with text-based games, but with some of the crazy AI developments that have happened recently. And I've been playing with OpenAI a lot, for about this past 6 months. And yeah, I'll just jump into like my thoughts here. Like basically, it's like OpenAI is like pretty much a game master out of the box. Like you can basically just tell it, hey, I want to start playing this like game, make me an RPG, and it'll pretty much do that. It'll be like, okay, you start, you're in a dark room, and you have a sword and all that. The challenge is though that the AI doesn't have any sense of rules, so you can basically just tell it whatever you want to do. You can basically be like, hey, I want to hack the goblin with my sword and cut his head off, and like the system, the AI will just let you do it. Like, okay, cut the goblin's head off, which is cool, but that's really a story-based game. What I want to build is a game that actually has underlying physics underneath that is still enforced. Just because you want to attack the goblin with your sword, it doesn't guarantee you hit it. So here's kind of my first attempt at like laying out how this game would work. The player will input their commands however scripted they want. And the DM here, which is AI, will parse those commands into basic, intent, target, descriptor, punch that into the game engine. The game engine will resolve that, update the database, which stores the state, and then the game engine will relay the state change back to the DM, and the DM is AI. The AI will then translate the state change into immersive text. And this is the core engine of how this will work. This way you can have, there needs to be physics. You can't do every action you want. If you're stronger, if you're weaker, if you're asleep, that's where the game engine is really going to enforce. So this is like my initial thinking. I've been making some initial progress, but the next vlog will post about what I've actually got up and running. And yeah, this is just a first devlog about what my intentions are. Anyway, hope you enjoy. All right.